From the moment it begins beating until the moment it stops, the human heart works tirelessly. It is a pumping machine, delivering the power needed by our entire body. However, when a problem develops with your heart, immediate attention is required. Trouble is, some severe heart problems, especially arrhythmia, can be present with fairly common symptoms or no symptoms at all. Early detection and prompt attention for any heart problem is critical.
Whether the patients experience symptoms or not is not necessarily directly related with the severity of the underlying heart disease. And therefore, as a cardiologist, as a physician, being able to look at the patient's heart using technologies that have been developed over the past 10 to 15 years gives me a great deal of comfort in knowing what exactly I'm dealing with.
Regular physical exams and awareness of any irregularity in your health can help prevent serious heart conditions. But technological advancements are also playing a role in keeping watch over your heart.
The technological advancements have allowed patients to be monitored outside of a physician's office when they're living their life normally. Patients can wear a cardiac event monitor with them with wireless technologies that will alert call centers or physicians' offices if they're having a cardiac problem. The call centers and physicians can then contact the patient immediately or with GPS technology dispatch assistance to them so they can get cardiac assistance right away.
While telemedicine and other similar technologies have been around for a few years, providing advantages to patients in remote areas without immediate access to healthcare, there are newer, more recent breakthroughs that can provide potentially life-saving cardiac care right here in the cities. Wireless technologies can alert your doctor or monitoring center that you are in heart trouble before you even know it.
When we talk about patients who don't have immediate access to cardiac care, we have patients who live in remote areas, or even patients who are living in an urban setting who don't know that they need immediate help. One of the ways that we can best explain this is using a scenario where a patient is walking down a street and an ambulance pulls up next to them and says, "Get in, you're about to have a cardiac event." Our technologies allow us to close the loop between the symptom occurring and effective treatment being provided.
CardioComm Solutions is a company that is at the forefront of this heart care technology. The company is a technically innovative software company that specializes in information management systems for cardiac medicine. Its FDA and European directives-approved software enables electrocardiographic or ECG data to be transmitted, received, and managed from anywhere in the world using standard computers, wireless devices, enterprise networks, telephones, or the internet.
This allows us to properly integrate with whatever technologies are being used by monitoring centers or physicians' offices. CardioComm Solutions is now also introducing a personal handheld ECG device that will allow patients to be monitored at home. By being able to close the care gap on these patients, we can provide proper cardiac care as soon as symptoms are being realized.
CardioComm Solutions has two primary products, GEMS, which stands for Global ECG Management Systems, and the HeartCheck ECG and Heart Rhythm Monitor.
Global Cardio is a software that allows me as a cardiologist to look at the electrocardiogram from the patient that may have been obtained anywhere in the world and transmitted to me over the web. Therefore, Global Cardio is a software that allows me to diagnose the patient's disease as a cardiologist at any time using all of the available information, such as electrocardiogram from any time that the patient has had those tests done before.
Sudden cardiac death is a significant problem everywhere. GEMS stands for Global ECG Management System. Everyone experiences an arrhythmia sometimes, but for those people who experience arrhythmias frequently, this can be a significant risk factor. Through the use of event recorders and GEMS, we're able to understand what the underlying problem is and assist people in getting proper medical care.
CardioComm's patented technology is used for recording, viewing, analyzing, and storing of ECGs by physicians, hospitals, and cardiac monitoring centers everywhere. CardioComm Solutions is the first company to provide a means of viewing ECGs regardless of the monitoring device worn, and allowing the patient's heart readings to be reviewed and diagnosed by physicians over a virtual healthcare network in real time with life-saving speed.
Patients who are suspected to have cardiac arrhythmias or who are known to have cardiac arrhythmias require this monitoring service. It's critically important that when they're experiencing such arrhythmias, that a monitoring center can alert them, because frequently they don't know that they're having an event. With this monitoring through wireless technology and GPS assistance in locating patients, proper medical attention can be provided to these patients quickly.
CardioLink, how can I help you?
At this call center outside of New York City, cardiac patients are provided with real-time heart monitoring services so that a potentially life-threatening cardiac event can be prevented.
The technicians are here 24 hours, 7 days a week to provide these services. When a patient calls in that has some kind of a concern, the technician will immediately look at their cardiograph and decide what services we should be providing, from sending them to the hospital, calling their physician, or telling them that everything is perfectly okay, not to worry.
When I first received my monitor, I was very nervous, didn't know I'd be able to use it correctly. But when I woke up during the night with my heart pounding, I called the call center. I was able to be reassured that they could see my EKG on the computer. I was told that everything was normal. I probably had a bad dream, and that it was okay for me to go back to sleep. They would have notified my doctor if there was anything to be concerned about, but this was fine, and I got a good night's sleep after that.
CardioComm Solutions is focusing on developing technologies that allows cardiac monitoring or monitoring of any biological signs into the patient's home. We want to move patient care more into the hands of the person and allow them to be connected immediately to the proper patient care facility or cardiac monitoring centers.
Considering that 1 in 4 Americans is over the age of 50, cardiovascular testing and immediate access to quality cardiac care will be a more pressing need for the future of healthcare. CardioComm Solutions is poised to continue to meet those needs. To learn more about CardioComm Solutions and its products, visit CardioCommSolutions.com.